Toastmasters, and in particular Barb. Today's speech was really interesting to the entire audience, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what I thought you did well, maybe if I can come up with something that I think you can improve, and wrap that up with what I think you did well, because overall, this is a pro that got up and gave us a speech today. Barb knows how to come up and command a room. She knows how to initiate and let us know what she's going to say. And she laid out the stories, and they were yummy like baby food. She just passed them right out, whether it was the story about flowers. We could all picture all of the things that Barb was saying in the story. And then she added gestures. She didn't overuse gestures early so that later she was able to use gestures and done and all of the different things. So that was really strong. I really was looking for what could you do to make this better? And the only thing I could really come up with was the question I asked, well, what brought this interest to you? Like, what's this platform? And on your notes, what I wrote is to challenge yourself is to go out and to speak at some mom groups. Maybe take this to some grandparents. There was such a level of interest and conviction about this topic, it would be a real natural for you to share it with other people. There were a couple other things that worked really well for Barb. Her use of space, she walked over and there were some flowers. Did you notice the flowers were here and they were over here? So she came into our space at one point and then backed out. That was a really nice use. There was no pacing, it was just really grounded and speaking. Turning our attention to the second half of the speech, which was the Q&A, she dripped in through the speech a lot of facts and statistics, 12%, this fact, that fact. When we asked questions, she knew her material. She pulled back onto different stories from the book and other experience. And at the end, she landed it with the dog story. We can all picture those mats, those different colored mats. So overall, I just want to compliment Barb again on being a leader in our group, not only as our sergeant at arms, but for coming up and just knocking it out of the park with your baby talk speech.